Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're here, you've likely already started your journey into digital marketing, and now you're thinking, what's next? Well, you've come to exactly the right place. Today, we're diving deep into advanced strategies. This is the sequel, the level up you've been waiting for. A playbook filled with actionable, high-impact strategies that you can start implementing right away. So grab a notebook, because I promise you're going to want to take notes. To take your business to the next level, we're focusing on evergreen principles and sophisticated strategies that are adaptable and future-proof. Start building a truly effective digital marketing system for your small business, then stick around to not just participate in the digital economy, but to thrive in it. Let's get into it and start with the absolute foundation of any successful online business, the digital sales funnel. Let's discuss the sales funnel. If your marketing feels scattered, it's likely you haven't designed a funnel. A funnel is a roadmap for potential customers, guiding them from strangers to loyal advocates. Without it, you're leaving the customer journey to chance. A structured funnel brings clarity to your content and actions. Each element has a job, moving people to the next step. This transforms marketing into a predictable, profit-generating machine. It helps diagnose problems. If people drop off, you know where to focus. Your first task: map the customer journey. What's the first touch point? What value earns their attention? How do you capture contact information? What's your low-risk offer? What happens after they buy? This is the foundation for effective tactics. Let's break down the funnel, starting with the attract stage. At this stage, your target audience are strangers who don't know you exist yet. Attract them through value-driven content, like YouTube videos or blog posts. The key is that the content is about them and their needs. Next, move them into the engage stage. Offer a valuable lead magnet in exchange for an email address. The transition from attract to engage is the moment a stranger becomes a lead. You've now moved them to your email list. Your email list is your most valuable digital asset. Craft content to lead your audience towards this engage action. You're creating pathways into your value-driven ecosystem. You've attracted your ideal customer and engaged them. Now we move to the convert stage. This is where you finally make an offer. The key is to make your offer completely irresistible. Clearly articulate the transformation your product provides, focusing on the benefits. The journey doesn't end with the sale. One of the biggest mistakes businesses make is neglecting the final stage follow-up. This stage is all about retention and delight. Your goal is to turn a one-time buyer into a repeat customer and a raving fan. This stage is crucial for long-term profitability and growth. The follow-up stage is where you create brand advocates. You've successfully turned a stranger into a promoter, creating a virtuous cycle. Now that you have a funnel in place, you need effective ways to drive high-quality traffic into the attract stage. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is through influencer and micro-influencer marketing. When we think of influencers, we often picture celebrities with millions of followers endorsing products, but for most small businesses, the real magic lies not with the mega stars, but with micro-influencers. These are creators who typically have a smaller, more niche following, usually somewhere between 10,000 and 100,000 followers. Their power doesn't come from their reach, but from their relationship with their audience. The key currency in marketing today is trust, and micro-influencers have it in abundance. Their followers see them as relatable peers, as trusted experts in a specific field, whether that's sustainable living, productivity software, or home-brewed coffee. When a micro-influencer recommends a product, it doesn't feel like a glossy corporate advertisement. It feels like a genuine recommendation from a knowledgeable friend. This authenticity is incredibly difficult for a brand to replicate on its own. By collaborating with the right micro-influencer, you are essentially borrowing their trust and credibility and directing it towards your brand. This is a shortcut to building rapport with a highly relevant audience. Furthermore, micro-influencers boast significantly higher engagement rates than their mega-influencer counterparts. Because their community is smaller and more tight-knit, they are able to have real conversations in their comments and DMs. Their followers are more likely to like, comment on, and share their content, meaning your brand's message gets more meaningful interaction. A post from a micro-influencer might get fewer eyeballs in total, but the eyeballs it does get are far more engaged and, crucially, more likely to take action. It's a classic case of quality over quantity. You're not just shouting into the void, you're starting a conversation within an active, interested community. So, the first mental shift you need to make is to stop chasing follow accounts. Instead, start searching for authenticity and engagement. Your ideal partner isn't necessarily the person with the biggest audience, it's the person with the right audience and the strongest connection to them. Finding these individuals allows you to place your product or service into a context of trust and genuine enthusiasm. This is how you bypass the ad fatigue and skepticism of modern consumers. You're not interrupting their content with an ad, you're becoming a valued part of the content they already love and trust. Section 2. Finding and vetting the right partners. So how do you find micro-influencers? Look at who your ideal customers are already following. Use influencer marketing platforms like Collabster or Heapsy. Filter creators by niche, location, follower count, and engagement rate. Once you have a shortlist, the vetting process begins. Do a deep dive into their content. Does their style align with your brand? Scrutinize their engagement and read the comments. Check if they've worked with other brands before, especially your competitors. This vetting process de-risks your investment. Once you've identified your ideal micro-influencer, it's time to reach out. Your initial outreach should be personal and professional. Don't send a generic template. Address them by name and mention a specific piece of their content that you enjoyed. Clearly introduce your brand and explain why a partnership would be a great fit for their audience. When structuring the deal, you can offer a flat fee, free products, or an affiliate partnership. The most important element is giving the influencer creative freedom. Provide a clear brief that outlines the campaign goals and any mandatory disclosures. Finally, make sure you have a system to track the results to calculate your return on investment. Let's discuss the first visit fallacy, the mistaken belief that first-time visitors will immediately buy or subscribe. In reality, it rarely happens. On average, 98% of first-time website visitors leave without converting. Retargeting is fundamental to re-engage that 98%. The customer journey is rarely a straight line. Retargeting gently reminds them of your value. Shift from a one-shot approach to relationship. The customer journey is rarely a straight line. Retargeting gently reminds them of your value. Shift from a one-shot approach to relationship building. The real magic is in the follow-up. So how does retargeting work? It uses a tiny piece of code, a pixel or tag. Platforms like Google, Meta, TikTok, and LinkedIn provide this code. Install it on your website. When someone visits, the pixel places an anonymous cookie in their browser. Now you have a list of interested users. Create an ad campaign and target only those with the cookie from your site, a custom audience. Your ad reminds them of what they viewed. This is powerful and efficient, targeting interested people. Ad spend is more effective, conversion rates are higher, and ROI is better. Knowing what to say in your retargeting ads is what truly makes or breaks your campaign. A common mistake is to just run the exact same ad. They aren't cold leads anymore, they're warm. So your messaging should be more specific, helpful, and direct. A fantastic strategy is dynamic retargeting, especially for e-commerce. This is where the ad automatically shows the exact product that the person viewed on your site paired with a compelling offer. Another angle is to address common objections or answer questions in your retargeting ads. Finally, don't forget about audience segmentation. You can create different ads for different behaviors to make your messaging even more relevant. Let's dive into e-commerce. Your product page is your digital storefront. It's like a physical shop. The most critical element is your product photography and videography. High-quality visuals are non-negotiable. Have clean, well-lit images from multiple angles. A short video demonstrating the product can be even more powerful. Next is your product description. Focus on the benefits. Use bullet points to make the key benefits easily scannable. Make the Add to Cart button unmissable. It should be big, bold, and use a contrasting color. Every ounce of friction you can remove from this process will directly contribute to a higher conversion rate. How do we nudge people to make a decision? Ethically leverage scarcity and social proof. Scarcity creates urgency. Limited items feel more valuable. Use quantity-based scarcity like limited stock alerts or time-based scarcity such as a countdown timer. Social proof is conforming to others' actions. Customer reviews and ratings are powerful. Highlight bestsellers. This makes buying feel safe and smart. One of the most important systems for e-commerce is the abandoned cart recovery sequence. The Baymard Institute estimates an average cart abandonment rate of around 70%. The primary tool is an automated email sequence.